Well, folks, welcome to another Friday fishing forecast, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful weekend, and I'm looking forward to it. And Chad and I are going to go fishing tomorrow. Actually, my buddy has his boat on our lift. We're not going to have our boat for a while. Don't want to get into it, not going to get into it, but I'm fortunate enough for my buddy Brian. He called me up one day and said, "Hey, is your boat lift empty?" And I'm like, yeah. And he says, "Do you mind if I bring my boat over and keep it on there? And you can use the boat and everything else." I'm like, "Sure, come on over." So he shows up this morning. They're going to go fishing. I have too much stuff to do, and he can't get the jack plate down. So he tried to reverse the reverse the relay, and it still didn't work. So they're going to try something else, and I think they can get it fixed. It's the curse of the lift. But anyway, like I said, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful weekend. I'm looking forward to getting out and fishing. We went fishing last Sunday, but the bite for us was not very good because we missed the major feeding time, and we were fishing during a very strong outgoing tide. So it was pretty slow for us. But I know other people that caught the major did very, very well. So I'm anxious to get back out there and see what we can do. According to the FWC red tide map, everything right now is looking pretty good. Inside the bay, there's still a bunch of red tide along the beaches, which stinks. But there's some things that I'm working on right now, and I'm not letting this go. But I'm going to do a full-fledged video about it, and I've got some interesting things that I found out. And I will be reporting on this and getting it out there to everybody to know what exactly is going on. And we're fortunate enough in Tampa Bay that we have 4 major rivers that dump into this bay. So the river system and the fresh water is actually helping kind of cleanse the bay a little bit. More than a little bit, a lot. It's helping get rid of that bad water. So hopefully we're not going to have any more issues, fingers crossed, but there's still a lot going on. But I will report on that, and we'll let you know. Again, this is the Friday fishing forecast, and let's go ahead and talk about the tides and salooners and all that fun stuff for this weekend. I think it's going to be a really good weekend. We got a strong outgoing tide, so I think that's going to be really good for redfish and snook and possibly even tarpon. There's a bunch of tarpon still around if you know where to look for them. So if you're interested in catching those, they are still available. There's tarpon rolling in our river right now. They're all year long, but there's a bunch rolling in the river. So let's go ahead and get into the tides and salooners for this weekend. Okay, let's talk about the tides for Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday, we have a low tide at 5:52 a.m. at a 1.48 foot, and then we have a high tide at 12:44 p.m. at a 2.69 foot. Then we have another low tide at 8:28 p.m. at a 0.02 foot. On Sunday, we have a low tide at 6:41 a.m. at a 1.38 foot. We have a high tide at 1:25 p.m. at a 2.74 foot. And then we have another low tide at 9:02 p.m. at a 0.01 foot. So as you can see, the tides, especially in the afternoon, have a really steep outgoing tide to them. And we're coming into that time of year where we're not having those hill tides, but they're still strong enough to flush some crabs and things like that. So if you're fishing those outgoing tides and you're fishing for tarpon or even grouper and snapper, I would recommend, if there's crabs flushing, I would recommend grabbing some crabs because that's what they're feeding on. Now let's go ahead and talk about the major and minors for this weekend. On Saturday, we have a major feeding time from 11:58 a.m. to 1:58 p.m. and a minor feeding time from 7:31 p.m. to 8:31 p.m. And on Sunday, we have a major feeding time from 12:50 p.m. to 2:50 p.m. And then we have a minor feeding time from 8:13 to 9:13 p.m. Well, those are the salooners for this weekend, and like I said before, there's a lot going on. I've heard the snapper bite has been unbelievable. The redfish bite has been great. So there's a lot of positive things happening inside Tampa Bay right now, and I'm really excited about it. But at the same time, there's still things that are being done that are not good, and we need to address it. We need to stay on top of this. I'm not going to let this go because just because things are looking good, I can't let it go. But it does look like a wonderful weekend on the water. The winds are going to be light, 5 to 10 out of the southwest. They've been a little bit heavier in the middle of the week, but they've laid down. They've laid down today. Today's Friday, of course. So, like I said, the rain chances are way down compared to what they were this week. We got a lot of rain this week. So I think it's going to be an absolutely beautiful weekend. It's going to be hot, like it is during this time of year, but at least I think we'll get a sea breeze and it will be comfortable during the day. So if you guys are looking for jigs, braided line, fluorocarbon, anything like that, you can visit our website at tampabayfishingchannel.com. Our nets are going to be here this month. It looks like the middle of the month. They're supposed to ETA is, I think, August 19th at the Port of Miami. So once they get there, we need to get them here, which won't take long. So we'll have all of our cast nets back in stock. I'm going to make sure this next time around that I'm going to order way ahead of time, and so we'll be able to have inventory in stock at all times. Because the word's getting out about the Talon cast net, that the net throws incredibly well. It flattens out. It doesn't have a hump in the middle at the horn when you throw it. It actually flattens out. So I've been very fortunate with those and the buzz about the Talon cast nets. I really appreciate everybody getting the word out there. Thank you very much, because I haven't done a lot of advertising on those. But then again, like I said, if you want to pick up our stuff at Southeastern Tackle, they have it there. They have it available. So if you're in downtown Tampa area, you can stop by and see them. And we have everything online, or you can come by our store and pick it up at our store. Again, we appreciate all of the support. None of this would be happening if it wasn't for you guys. Thank you very much. Fish more, catch more. Oh, by the way, fish more, catch more. I saw West Marine. Somebody emailed me. Thank you very much for that. It was kind of funny. West Marine is actually using that catchphrase in their marketing campaign. So it says fish more, catch more, and I kind of got a chuckle out of it. And of course, we don't have a trademark or anything else like that, but it's all in fun. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.